guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy with another content on Dragon Ball Z. Man, it is time I break down the best of the best when it comes to Dragon Ball Z battles. Now today is top 10 ranked Dragon Ball Z fights of our time. Before we get into it, be sure to like the video and subscribe for more content. Let's get into it. It is impossible to dispute that the biggest entry of Dragon Ball franchise is Dragon Ball Z. The sequel series threw many original anime fans for a loop by following an adult Goku as he took his fights from demon lords and normal martial artists to aliens and biological weapons, narrowing down 10 of the best this shonen series has to offer. Keep in mind that these battles are only from the Dragon Ball Z series. This means that I won't be including fights from the original Dragon Ball story, Dragon Ball Super, or Dragon Ball Daima. Number 10. Piccolo vs. Android 17, the Cell Saga. Now, although these fights don't get mentioned often in the community, pound for pound, Piccolo's fight against Android 17 will always be one of the best battles in Dragon Ball Z. This fight might not have any transformations and might not result in any major changes to the universe, but it still stands out through the test of time, and it is a perfect representation of the shonen medium. On one hand, we have Piccolo, who just observed Kame so strong and looking forward to take Android 17 down for the count before he gets observed by Cell. And then on the other hand, you have Android 17, who has limitless supplies of energy. I mean, this fight was just so damn good. The two went at it, trading blows by blow, and it was just so damn good. The fight went on until the first form Cell arrived to break out the fight. Even without any Saiyans involved, this fight reigns supreme in the history of the Dragon Ball Z battles, and it is easily the easiest decision, the reason why it made the list.
Delightful. What a momentous occasion. A day for the history books, to be sure. The completion of my being will mark the dawning of a new age.
Goku and Piccolo vs. Raditz, the Saiyan Saga. What an absolutely amazing way to start off the series. Goku's brother Raditz as a villain didn't just work as a terrifying opponent to both Goku and Piccolo. He helped usher in the era of Z fights. The original Dragon Ball focused quite a bit more on the martial artist side of the equation, while its sequel saw aliens and demigods having the power to blow up planets, and their fights could leave cities in ruin in their wakes. On top of the story impact, this made for a very thrilling fight wherein we see former enemies becoming shaky allies as they fight against a villain far above their respective weight classes. This battle was also a brutal fight, seeing hole blown into combatants and Piccolo losing an arm in the process. Number 8. Goku vs. Talos Henchman, Dragon Ball Z, Tree of Might. You might be surprised by this one, guys. The third movie of the Dragon Ball Z series featured a villain that was a dark doppelganger to Goku, but Talos Henchman gave the other Z fighters something to do, while the humans of the bunch were ultimately defeated by the aliens. Goku fought against the pack of antagonists all at the same time. This was another fight that was able to highlight Goku's martial arts prowess, and it is one that suffers from its length. We could have seen a whole movie that just saw Son Goku fighting against these low-tier villains and be just satisfied. Number 7. Broly versus everyone. Dragon Ball Z. Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan. Somewhat of the exact opposite of the previous 3 of the world fight. This fight against Broly was one that saw all of the Z fighters being taken down by the legendary Super Saiyan in a brutal display. While Dragon Ball Super gave Broly a new lease on life with a new origin and personality. This original Z villain was pure evil and was more than willing to tear through any opponent in his way. Broly literally took a huge Kamehameha wave in a close range fired by Goku and did not break a sweat. Instead, the legendary Super Saiyan walked right through Goku's Kamehameha wave, grabbed Goku and whooped Goku's ass. It was just brutally decimation. It was an ass whooping. A rather big nitpick is how Goku is effectively able to one-shot Broly in the end, but this remains one of the most harsh fights of the franchise, canon or otherwise. Number 6. Goku vs. Cell, the Cell Saga. This match almost felt like a chess match. Both warriors going at it with everything they got, Cell making sure that Goku does not get the best of him and Goku doing the exact same. The match went on to a point, Goku pulling out a teleporting Kamehameha wave to be met by a surprise regeneration from Cell. This fight also had some amazing animation to highlight just how fast and hard-hitting Dragon Ball Z fight could be. This is a fight that simply on its physical merits worked so well. The choreography between Goku and Vegeta here really showed what Dragon Ball Z could be capable of when it came to its fights. This was also easily one of the most emotional battles of the franchise as a whole. You could practically feel Vegeta's hatred for Goku and the pride in himself radiating off this fictional Saiyan prince. It took years to see Goku again, and Vegeta comes to acknowledge that it is time he shows Goku what he's made out of. Following the Saiyan saga and Vegeta going margin and taking the fight to his eternal rival was certainly worth the wait. Number 4. Goku vs. Vegeta, the Saiyan saga. Much like the Raditz fights, the first fight between Goku and Vegeta changed the game. The two Saiyans brawling took things to a brand new level as the tit-for-tat in their confrontation didn't just rattle the earth, but also incorporated elements of classism and upbringing. Goku, as a lower rank warrior who worked his way up to his current status, while Vegeta, effectively coded as the Prince of the Saiyans, made for a fantastic dynamic. while the fight would then bleed into elements like Vegeta relying on his Ozoro transformation. The energy fight between the two Saiyans remains a thing of anime beauty. Number 3. Goku vs Kid Buu, Majin Buu Saga. Arguably, the final major fight of the Dragon Ball Z is one that encapsulates just how wild the shonen sequel could really get. Goku in his Super Saiyan 3 form fighting against the chaotic madness that was Kid Buu worked so well to cap off the long-running fight against the Pink Demon. While Buu wasn't necessarily an amazing martial artist, his sheer insanity on the battlefield made him completely unpredictable. This confrontation had something of a perfect mix of humor and high stakes, with the former being perfectly displayed when Buu and Goku attempted to take bites out of each other. This fight was one that really seemed like a balance of Akira Toriyama's sensibilities before bringing Dragon Ball Z to a close. Number 2. Gohan vs Cell, the Cell Saga. This almost feels like a fight that might be viewed in the same lens as Goku vs Frieza, in that it could be argued to sit at the top of the charts. It's mostly a battle that sees one combatant overpower the other throughout, while the final Kamehameha tug of war at the end is one that will remain legendary. The fight itself focused either on Cell or Gohan manhandling the other until they received a new power-up. Still, this fight definitely had its moments, and the battle itself was one that gave us the Super Saiyan 2 transformation, arguably the greatest transformation in the history of Dragon Ball Z. Now, this is one of the best fights in Dragon Ball Z. Now, even though this battle might be too long for its own good, but it makes the number 1 top spot on my list as one of the best the best fights in Dragon Ball Z history. Not just because it gave us a battle between Goku vs Frieza, but the events, the meaning, the events that took place before the fight happened, such as Frieza wiping out the Saiyan race because they were getting too strong for his liking, although we now know that Beerus was behind it. Before this fight happened, we got the Saiyan Saga, the Namek Saga, which is the best saga in Dragon Ball Z history. And in the Namek Saga, we got to see Piccolo grow stronger, Vegeta grow stronger in his conquest to become immortal, the Ginyu Force, and the battles that went on in Namek Saga before this fight even took place. And of course, this battle gave us Frieza's 4th form, his final form at the time. And finally, this battle gave us the first Super Saiyan transformation. The Super Saiyan transformation gave meaning to transformations, and time again, I would say that other anime transformations copied or took some notes from Goku's Super Saiyan transformation. But what do you guys think? Do you have any other battles that took place that you would like to add on the list? Post your thoughts and let me know what you think on the comment section. On that note, see you in the next video.